Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Patrick, and today, after being off from vacation for about a week now, we're going to get back into the SwiftUI tutorial from Apple. Now, as you go through the previous videos, we're going straight through this tutorial. Apple wants you to download the project piece by piece. I want to go straight through it, and I'm going to link the GitHub account as we're pushing the code up. So this is actual real time. We're doing this right now, walking right through it. Now, in the last video, the previews didn't work. And as you can tell, the previews still don't work. So this has got to be some kind of bug in Xcode. I'm sure the next Xcode seed will be out probably this week, Thursday, even perhaps. I'm not quite sure, and that'll give us more of the SwiftUI tools that were featured in WWDC. So we're gonna walk right through this, assuming all the code is verbatim from the Apple documentation. So, all right, so we are going to be customizing our row preview, apparently, with this next part of the tutorial. So it goes through and it says Xcode's canvas automatically recognizes and displays any type of current editor that conforms to the preview provider protocol. A provider returns one or more views with options to configure the size of the end device. You can customize the return content from a preview provider to render exactly the previews that you're most helpful. Okay, so we are working in our landmark row.swift file. All right, and we've tried to customize and show off the preview, and it's really not working for us. Okay. Okay, we're in section 4, create lists and landmarks. Okay, I had to catch up because it's been a while. I've been on vacation. All right, so create lists and landmarks. When you use Swift's list type, you can display a platform-specific list of views. The elements of the list can be static, like child views of a stacks we've created so far are dynamically generated. You can even mix static and dynamically generated views. All right, so we're going to Step 1, create a new SwiftUI view named landmarklist.swift. All right, Command N, iOS, SwiftUI, click Next. And we're going to call this landmark list. Go ahead and hit replace, create. Okay, step 2, replace the default text with list and provide instances with 2 landmarks in the list. Preview shows the 2 landmarks rendered in the list in iOS style. All right. So let's see if let's see if our resume is going to fit, and it might just be that file. Who knows? While this is going on, I'm going to be grooving. Oh yeah, Xcode doing its thing. Oh hey, look, it showed up. What the hell? Man, I must be doing something wrong. All right, so we have our preview. I'll go ahead and make this bigger so people can see. All right. And we're going to change this, take this out. We're going to call it a list. All right. And we're going to call it landmark row landmark from landmark data, and that's going to be one, hopefully. Then we're going to do that again. Copy and paste that. Copy, paste. We call this landmark. Okay, so now we have our two landmark items. Landmark list, debug, and the file crash. Try again. Review is working, and it has crashed. So we're still in beta land, folks. You know, that's just the way it goes. Even with the tutorial, like I said, hopefully the seed will pop up, but this is verbatim Apple code. So we're going to continue. All right, we're going to make a list, section 5. We're going to make a list, make the list dynamic. So instead of specifying elements individually, you can generate rows directly from a collection. You can create a list that displays the elements of collection by passing your collection of data and closure that provides a view for each element in the collection. The list transforms each element in the collection into a child view by using supply closure. Okay, step 1, remove the static rows instead of pass landmark to the list. Okay, so instead of this, we're going to clean that up. Okay, we're going to do list, open, landmark, data dot identified by, and then the key path is going to be this \.id. And then we're going to have a trailing closure, landmark in. All right. Make sure that's right. And that's through 3, okay. And then the struct is some struct landmark list. So that has still worked in here. So, okay, remove the static landmark, initializer, Xcode is complaining, shouldn't be complaining. Let's do a big squeeze right here, landmark in, so it looks all copacetic. Oh, this is all dot. Indent all that properly. That was Control I for indentation. I have my indentation set for like 2 spaces, so that's why it works. Let's see what this goes. Okay, quit complaining. We should have some more stuff to go. All right, so we remove the static list instead in landmark data. Lists work with identifiable. Oh wait, is it identifiable? Identified by? No, I have it right. Data. You can make your data identifiable in 1 or 2 ways: by calling identify by with a key path to a property that uniquely identifies each element, or by making data type conform to identifiable protocol. So to complete the dynamically generated list by returning landmark row from the closure, creates 1 landmark row for each element in the landmark data array. Next, you'll simplify the list by adding identifiable conformance to the landmark type. Okay, so we need to switch over to landmark.swift. It's in our models, landmark.swift. Let me pause for the cause real quick. All right, we are back. Now we are in our landmark.swift file, and what we need to do is make this struct conform to identifiable. So after quotable, identifiable. All right. Since the landmark type is already ID required identifiable protocol, there's no more work to do. Switch back to landmark list and remove the called identified by. So landmark list, we can just remove all this. List landmark data in, and then have landmark row, and we use the variable in there, landmark. And everything should be working correctly. There we go. Let's try again. Let's just happen to see if this is going to work. If not, then, well, automatically pause. Let's resume. Build succeeded. And it crashed. Beta software, folks. But I tell you, the like I said, the code is verbatim. It looks exactly the same way as it does in the tutorial, so no worries. Okay. So the next section is we set up navigation list between list and detail. So the list renders properly, but you can't tap the individual landmark to see that the landmark's detail page. You add navigation capabilities to the list by embedding it in the navigation view and nesting each row in the navigation button to set up the transition. Okay. So in the landmark list, that's where we're at. We're going to embed this in a navigation stack. Okay. So let me go. Navigation. View. Navigation view. And we'll tab that. And then give that a. All right. Embed dynamically. It says step 1, embed the dynamically generated list of landmarks in a navigation view. Call the navigation bar title modifier to set up the title and navigation bar when the display lists. All right, so we got to add dot navigation bar title and add text, and this will be landmarks in quotes. All right. Steps 3. Inside the list closure, wrap the return row in a navigation button specifying landmark detail view as destination. Okay. So we have our list, landmark in. We go navigation button. And I'm sure this hasn't rolled out yet, so. Oh, there it is right there. Ah. Oh, let me control C that. Okay. Let me cut this out. Cut. Command X to cut. Navigation button. Destination is, oh, space, landmark, landmark detail. And that's where we're going to put our landmark detail row view. All right. We'll finish this out and we'll call it a day. Inside the closure wrap it, and then the navigation button specifying the landmark detail view as a destination. Step 4, you can try out the navigation directly in the preview by switching to live mode. Let's switch to live mode and see if this bad boy works, huh? I highly doubt it because Xcode is not giving me any inkling of deciding to work today. Yep, app crashed. Let's try it again. It's crashed. Let's see about running the simulator. Simulator. You know, that's the beauty of beta software. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, and in this case, I've already deleted Xcode and downloaded it again. So, I mean, that's kind of the punchline, right? Timed out. See, nothing's gonna work. All right, let's try it again. There's our simulator right there. I see it. But I highly doubt that it's going to work because it's probably only going to show our content view. Because unless I miss something, our simulator's doing something. Hang with me, guys. Hopefully this will come up. Xcode is pinging live action software. Oh, there it is. All right. But there's no way to get to the detail view. And that's the unsettling part. So we still have the original and it's still working. So I think eventually we'll be able to get to that part. I'm not quite sure. And maybe I skipped over something. I doubt it. I've thoroughly gone through this thing. So that's the way the tutorial is set up. So I'll stop the simulator. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, subscribe, and I promise you, this is verbatim from the Apple tutorial, the SwiftUI tutorial from Apple. So thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.